you ready?
Hey, everybody.
How's it
We're
going?
back.
Of course. Always. Your boys, the Courtesy Violation podcast.
I just popped up.
You really
didn't even know. I pulled a quick one on Trevor.
You did. I had no clue that you were starting.
We were doing a little corn.
Threw me off. Yeah. You want to start over?
No.
Okay.
We're leaving it in. For sure.
No, I meant start over the song.
Oh.
Are you ready?
All right.
Okay.
That's enough. Chess.com.
Chess.com.
First off, your impressions. Like, love it, hate it. It was cool.
Yeah, I was excited going into it because, like I said, the southeast swing. I was happy to see the change. I was one of those folks, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was awesome. The course was fucking tough. Conditions ended up being pretty good. Looked pretty windy here and there, but a little rain at the end of the first round for the guys. But aside from that, beautiful weather.
Yeah.
And the tournament itself, I don't really know how it ran, but it being the first one.
Yeah.
But
might need some more porta-johns. Supposedly somebody pissing in neighbors' yards and shit. But besides that, I loved it.
Yeah.
I hope it's the new start of every season. I like it. Like it's like you said. I think you said you read somewhere that people are like, maybe start a little easier course or.
Yeah.
I like that it was tough. I like that there was a lot of, and when I don't mean score separation. I mean, like, let's say the top talent, right? They're everywhere. They're from 40, all the way to first. Like it was very spread out, the top talent, and it's just a tough course. I love it.
Which that, and also it being the start of the season, maybe some people are getting their bearings to, still gearing up to compete, and so maybe a little slow start for some. But yeah, I'm with you though. I love the course. I thought it was awesome. Why do we need it to be? I thought the Las Vegas course is kind of fucking boring.
Yeah, they don't need to be 40 under.
No,
you know what I mean. That's to me, it's the birdie fest. They're all right, but man, watching them, and I don't even want to say struggle, but kind of struggle was fucking refreshing.
Right.
Almost made them seem human. Yeah. Whenever you have like Vegas, where it's just bombs. This was about placement, like we had mentioned last week. About placement, and it was tough on them, and I enjoyed it. I think that they did too. I think most of the pros come out with a very positive,
I'm sure
experience. I'm sure the ones that finished in 40th probably didn't like it as much as AB, but
right, yeah.
Or Eveliina,
Sure.
But
that is funny to think that course sucks. Like, it's because you didn't make cash.
That's because you didn't play very well. But man, it was. Some of those holes are, there's signature holes there for sure. You know what I mean? 18 for sure, 17. It was just a good. I hope that's the new first tournament. I hope that's where we go.
I'm with it. I enjoyed watching it, every bit of it. I didn't get to watch every bit of it, but what I did get to watch, the course looks awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like I said, going into it, I didn't really know what to think because I was scared about the weather. And they say, Florida this time of the year, the weather can be a little dicey. And I guess, I don't know if it's arguable or if it's just true that the weather in wherever, fucking Arizona is much better this time of the year.
I think the weather in Arizona is probably great most of the time of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but Florida, it's always going to have a chance of rain every day.
Yeah.
That's just it. But I didn't think it was bad. I don't know. I'd way rather watch that than Vegas or
I think I would too.
Any of those, I don't know.
No, I think I would too. But before we get into this too deeply, you mentioned at the beginning of the show, I don't know much about this. Who was pissing? What
I have no idea. I don't know.
Haley King told on someone for peeing?
That's the rumor, but I don't even know if that's true or not. But yeah.
I keep seeing memes about it, and I'm like, what does it mean?
Yeah, I guess somebody had to piss, and they pissed. That's just kind of disc golf, right?
I don't...
I mean, you probably shouldn't piss in somebody's yard where somebody can see you.
No.
You know,
no,
but
I wouldn't agree with that.
But if you can get in the woods or around a tree, and if it was on Haley King's card, more than likely it was a squatter. So
Sure.
you know what I mean? It's tougher on the ladies.
Yeah.
They can't just whip it out.
No.
And hide behind a tree. They actually gotta. They have to drop trowel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's playing on cards. On the cards that I play with females. I've never really had to witness anyone be like, "Hey, I gotta go excuse myself for a minute." But I can't tell you how many dudes cards I've played with, and that's like for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
You're not
it's so much easier.
And also, someone may not want to be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go over here and pull my pants down and piss like an animal behind this tree."
Yeah.
No offense to ladies, but that is like anytime a woman has to pee outside, it's a tough look because dudes really do have it easier in that regard. They can just kind of stand there, pull it out nonchalantly, and almost act like, "Oh, I'm smoking a cigarette," like whatever. Girls have to like bend down. It's so animalistic. So maybe Haley saw that and was like, "What the fuck is this dog doing over here?"
What they should have did was I don't know, throwback to one of our early episodes, Shank Tank. And I had an idea for what I called the pea tree, and it was an inflatable tree that you carried around. I mean, if they had a pea tree, this might not be an issue.
It may not have been as big of an issue.
Yeah.
A big old Florida palm.
Yeah. Just took 45 minutes to blow it up.
Yeah.
But they were covered up. Yeah, I don't know who pissed, but
I want to know that. I want to know who pissed. I want to know
good for them.
If Haley King really told on her, and if so, why? Like, what was the thing? Was it just out in the open? Was it in someone's yard?
Supposedly, he was in the neighbor's yard.
That's okay, you can't piss in the yard. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a neighbor's yard,
you can't do that.
They probably didn't like it.
Sure.
And you don't want, your first big tournament there, you don't want somebody pissing in the yard.
Fair, but I'll tell you something.
And we don't even know if it was somebody on the card. It could have been a caddy. It could have been, it could have been somebody's caddy that was a dude that pissed in it. You know what I mean? We don't know who it was. Yeah. It's funner thinking it was a female this fucking went and dropped trowel.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Taking a piss.
Sexier. It's nothing about a dude pissing sexy.
No. That's for damn sure. There really isn't. It's pretty disgusting, really. You think about it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but my whole thing is like, why you gotta tell on them though?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
If that even happened.
Yeah.
This is all hearsay.
And then before we get to scores, Haley King did DNF. Maybe she slipped on the people's piss and fell down.
That's what it
Maybe that's how she hurt her ankle.
I guarantee
that's why she was pissed. She was like, "God damn it.
There's piss all over the place. What's wrong with you animals?" All 3 women on my card took a piss right here.
She wasn't even mad till she fell in it.
Yes. Then it finally fucking... Yeah. She fell and injured herself? No shit. Yeah, that'd probably piss me off too.
Definitely would.
You know what I'm saying?
Quit pissing right where I'm walking.
I'd most likely tell on them. I mean, could you imagine being on a card like at just a C tier and fucking MA3 or whatever and telling on a dude because he was over there taking a piss? No. Like, I played over the weekend with a card where 2 different cards, 2 rounds, and both cards, they were smoking weed and drinking beer.
Yeah, it was an unsanctioned tournament.
That's fair. It was unsanctioned.
So it was a little bit looser.
It was, man. It was in courtesy violation fashion.
It really was.
We'll get to that momentarily, though.
Yeah, let's run through this. So, as always, we always make sure the women come first.
Mm-hmm.
So
try to.
Yeah, Eveliina.
Try your best.
With her first win since 2020 Waco, I think. Is that what it is?
2020, yeah.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was right when, COVID hit. I think Waco might have been the tournament when COVID hit.
Oh.
Because I remember that they kind of shut it down. Like, they made everybody leave. Yeah. Like, there was no, there was no crowd, no spectators.
Was Waco the one that what's his dick Colton Montgomery won?
He was
because they had to cancel a round or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was what. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's this one. Yeah.
And then he never won again.
Yeah,
and you're like, maybe that was a fluke.
Yeah, I don't think he has one since. Nor not a pro tour anyway.
Sure.
But I think this is her first win since 2020 Waco. Hot round, final round, -8.
-8.
That's a course record, of course, because it's a new course. But yeah, that's hot. I did look up some stats earlier, and for the tournament, she was 60. I should have wrote this shit down, but that's not my style. I'm gonna say 69% from C1X, but the final round she was like 89% from C1X.
Nice.
So
turning it on.
You think that might have been the difference in having 8 down because she was hitting them C1X? You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah.
It shows, right?
She's fucking lethal or surgical with it, apparently. Because I remember seeing a stat recently that about the Waco, the last event that she won was, fuck, I'm going to mess this up, but it was like she had shot a 10-14 rated round with 0 C1X hits, 0% C1X. So she was just parking them. There was like 6, I think there was like 6 bullseye birdies. Yeah. No bogeys. That's how you do it, I guess.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But can't make a putt.
No.
See, that's so wild.
She made them. Like that.
Sure,
I'm glad she, like, how dangerous is she going to be if she gets the putt dialed in?
Very.
Because she can throw the disc just as well as anybody.
Absolutely.
I mean, she can do every shot. Yeah. Like, she has every shot in her bag besides the putt. And if she gets the putt straightened out and keeps her head, and maybe this offseason she figured it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
69% C1X isn't spectacular, but 89 is.
Yeah,
so if she
absolutely.
can keep that, if she can get somewhere in the middle, she can be 75% C1X. She's gonna win some tournaments.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a powerhouse. She can definitely throw it as far as she needs to. She's obviously accurate.
Yeah.
The putting has always
been a bugaboo.
Absolutely.
And if she gets it straightened out, we're going to see a lot of it.
It surprised the shit out of me. It had to surprise everyone to see her take it this weekend.
I didn't have her in my top.
Sure.
But, you know.
Or would you? Would you pick Henna Blumroos too?
No.
But
she's another thrower too. She just got the, and she did not figure out the putt yet. But hopefully she will.
Yeah.
I hope the best for both of them.
I do too, man.
I hate seeing people struggle putting.
Dude, it must be so hard.
I know how it feels.
But on that level.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it feels like shit whenever you're just around your friends or at a tournament missing shorties. When you got a fucking multiple cameras in your face, and everyone's like, you suck at putting on the internet.
Yeah.
And she reads those.
Oh, I'm sure.
She, I think Brian Earhart interviewed her, and he had mentioned that, like, she reads the comments and stuff, which
I don't know.
I don't know if she's seen what I've seen.
Yeah.
But there's some pretty brutal stuff out there, which is unfortunate, but just what comes with the territory, I guess. But
I mean, maybe. Mean.
Huh?
The internet's mean.
The internet do be mean, dude.
It do be
mean. A bunch of cunts on there. So she has to read that stuff, and like I said, it has to be pretty tough to be at that level. So maybe she was like, hey, I'm not over the off season. She's like, I'm not fucking around with these putts anymore. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good for her, though.
She shot 8, like I said, 8 down was hot round, new course record. That was the final round. She ended up 16 down. She beat Ella Hansen by 5 strokes, which was 11 down. Missy Gannon, 10 strokes, or neg 10. And Holland Haley, neg 10. That was pretty neat. I don't know if you noticed it, the final round. Both of them didn't make it to the top, so they had to go to the 50-foot drop zone, putting death putt, right? Well, her and Holland went first and hit her putt for par, I think. Yeah, par. And then Missy had to hit hers to stay a stroke ahead of Holland, and she didn't. Dang. So that's how, it was pretty neat. They looked like they were they were competing, but they were laughing. You know what I mean? The FPO vibe, and Spicy talked about this. And if y'all haven't went and watched Hanging Loose with Shanked and Spicy Boy, go check it out. We were on there last week, but Spicy was mentioning, because he does some camera work for Terry Miller, and he said he really enjoys following the FPO cards because just the attitude, the vibe is better. It's just a better vibe all around.
I feel like it translates on camera too a lot of times.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure that was maybe a big difference in money. Taking the
I was about to ask. I wonder what the difference.
I mean, I probably could have looked it up, but I didn't.
Probably a few $100s though.
At least, yeah. I mean, a solo third instead of a tied third. I mean, I bet it was.
For sure.
Maybe more than a few $100.
Yeah, I know first place MPO got 10 grand was the payout, and then FPO was like 64 in the sixes, I believe. But that's all I know about payout.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
That's all you need to know. But Holland Hanley and, like I said, Missy Gannon, they tied third, 10 down, and then Hannah was 8 down, so she's still top 5.
Yeah,
and didn't putt great. So I mean, if she gets it straightened out, she's gonna be dangerous too. Then we had Natalie Ryan. She had 6 down. Stacey Ronsley at 1 down, and Owen Scoggins at 1 down, tied at 7. Morgan Lenz, one of the Lenz twins, she was 1 over, and Kat Murch and Paige Pierce tied at 3 over for 10th spot. That's your top 10.
That's also didn't realize Paige Pierce made it to top 10. So a top 10 finish for her first tournament back after being injured doesn't sound so bad. Although she shot a 969 for the event. So still not awful. She's rated at 971.
Yeah.
But the ratings don't fucking matter.
No,
right? She's wanting to win.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, it is
I'm just
the
trying to be
first
optimistic.
It is the first tournament of the year. Plus, it's her first tournament back from shit wrecking her fucking ankle.
Yeah.
So, and if you paid attention, she's still limping. It's still not 100%.
Yeah, our PP's still injured.
Yeah, we still love PP. And
still love PP.
We're still pulling for our PP.
We're still pulling for PP.
Yes, for sure. I hope she gets back in there. I don't even want to say dominating. I just want to say I want her up there competing week in, week out.
Absolutely. I was a little nervous going into it, listening to her speak on it, where she's like, I remember she kind of got some shit last season when she made a comment about how she was really trying to focus on more of the mental health side of things and just trying to be happy while playing rather than the deal with the throes,
the fierce
competition and
death stare page.
Sure. And she's much more lax about it. And she kind of had the same mentality going into this weekend, which was making me like, oh, Paige, where's the fire? Right? That's the big thing a lot of people were kind of questioning. Like, does she still have the fire?
She still has and she does seem like she's a little more chill about it. But also coming back from an injury too. And let's not fucking act like she wasn't struggling a little bit before she got hurt too.
Yeah.
She wasn't killing it.
No.
You know what I mean?
She won Texas States, and that was about it. She may have had some top 10. She didn't do super hot last year up until.
No. And the field's getting stronger and stronger and
really
stronger.
Is.
Holland Hanley's an absolute technician.
Yeah.
I think that she's, and you can check the receipts. I've been saying it for a long time. She's the next one. Like,
I believe it.
Kristen is still ridiculously good and consistent, and I'm sure as soon as she gets here, I think at Waco, she's going to be. She might not win, but she's going to be up there.
Absolutely. But I would like to mention that I do feel like in the FPO division, though, it seems to be anyways that the older they get, the more seasoned veterans they become, and that's when So I'm looking at Missy Gannon already has it, but still, I mean, just developing it more and more. So I'm thinking the older these ladies get, the more asses they're going to eat. So you're looking at Holland Hanley right now. She's still a little young. Yeah. Missy Gannon, my eyes are on these people. Missy, Owen, fucking Paige, Kristen. Give me the women that are 30 and above, but because these young Eliezer, no offense against the younger players, but I don't know. I put my money on the seasoned veterans when it comes to FPO.
It's consistency, right? I mean, sure. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Missy Gannon's consistent. Not taking anything away from FPO or anything else, but like even when it comes to MA1, pretty much, or every division, even MPO. Like, it's consistency. Like, it's not shanking that shot. And Missy is, that seems to me like that's her thing to me, is she's consistent. Like,
Yeah.
with her putt. And,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, with this, everything, you know, she's a solid player. It seems like just a couple of years ago, like, you'd see Missy every once in a while. But now, she's
all in it.
It's every fucking tournament. She's either in the top 3 or she's battling to get there. Like, she really has just turned it on. And like you said, she's not the spring chicken, or I mean, she's not old, but she's not those. But it's a different game.
It really is.
Like,
it almost seems different for women. Like I said, it's like the more seasoned veterans tend to be the one that take it down in the FPO side of things.
The older the berry, the more birdies they get.
That's it. The older the berry, the sweeter the birdies. That's what Tupac said. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, is what he said.
Well, close enough.
Close enough.
Courtesy violation says the older the berry, the sweeter the birdies.
Mm-hmm. Missy Gannon, Kristen Tatar, Paige Pierce, soon to be.
Maybe.
Pierce. We'll see.
We're
still pulling for our PP this year.
Yeah, I'm definitely pulling my PP.
Yeah. So congrats to Eveliina. You want to go ahead and move on to MPO?
Yeah. You want to do it? You want me to? I don't give a shit. Anthony Barella.
Okay.
With the big win.
Yeah.
And
good for him.
It was pretty. I even text you on 17 when Ricky hit the 60-footer around the tree. I was like, "You watching this shit?"
Yeah.
You know, because I was, and then Anthony missed the putt because he went past the basket on his. That was his 1, drop 2, through 3. It was his 4th shot. So he missed it. So and he got him down to 2. Yeah, it was a 2-stroke swing. Yeah.
2-stroke swing. That's another thing I want to brush on real fast before we start sucking Anthony Barella off. Ricky Wysocki, watching him come in this season, the start and strong as shit. What did he finish? 3rd?
No, second.
Second, rather.
Solo second.
Coming so fucking hot the start of the season is so rad as a Ricky boy. Also, but seeing him make that putt and then Anthony getting the 2-stroke swing, that started making me think, nothing against Anthony Barella, but like, oh, there's that fucking veteran mentality that Ricky had. Like, there's ice in his veins.
Yeah.
You know? And you kind of, maybe not, maybe just a little, but everyone you miss a putt here and there, but it almost seemed like, oh shit, getting in Barella's head.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, Barella even said as much. He's like, that was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. And he said, then he turned around and started screaming at me. Like, Ricky did. He turned around and looked at him and was like, yeah.
Like, and he's like, fucking suck it.
That would have been better. He started to fucking X DJ.
Yeah. And he's like, dude, I thought we were friends.
They did train off season together, which I thought, Ricky said something about it. And in Ricky's post-round interview, he was still mad. He was like, I'm a competitor. He's like, right now it still hasn't really set in. And he said, I'm happy for AB, but I'm here to win. I'm here to win every tournament,
Yeah, I imagine like that thing would be like Ricky at the end of the round just being like, real quick slap hub, good job, buddy.
Yeah.
He's got other shit. He wants to fucking win.
Yeah, he's a competitor.
Same thing as Paul McBeth's the same in that regard, and at that tier, at that level where they're like, if it's not first place, it's whatever.
Yeah.
To an extent, I'm sure they're happy with third place. I'm sure he's ultimately happy with.
Oh yeah,
top 10, top 5, a podium finish.
Stuff, you get them. You still want to win that championship even when it comes down to points. But yeah, they want to win every fucking tournament.
They want to be the best in the world,
especially when it's a 2-stroke thing going into 18, where and I ain't want to be a dick, but we've seen AB blow up, right?
Yeah,
European
absolutely.
Open, we've seen him absolutely melt down.
Dude, they kept showing the footage from that. Right before he teed off on 18, I think. I was like, Jesus, guys.
Well, I mean,
no, sure, they got to make it. They got to make it fun too.
Yeah, and so when he hit that comebacker, I was like, okay, because that comebacker was just as long as his original putt, and then he absolutely laced that tee shot on 18, and it was over.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got all the strength in the world, you know. He wasn't not getting on that fucking hill. There was no way.
No.
But, yeah, it was exciting, man. A good way to finish the first fucking tournament.
Absolutely.
I loved it. Got a little raptor leg.
Yeah.
Got a little, you know, people thinking maybe he was going to melt down. He didn't. He held it together, man.
He did. He's like, it may be bullshit that I have to play the first we're going to start over here in Florida, but I'm just going to come over there and kick ass.
Well, I tell you,
Arizona boy.
that being his first win, he was a little emotional. I don't know if you said the interview, but he was a little emotional, and I think with that being, he's got that monkey off his back. He's got that first DGPT win.
Might seem
I bet you right now, $20. That's not the last win he'll have this year. I bet. Okay. I mean, I'll bet
I think
you.
it's a good. I wouldn't take that bet, but yeah, I believe I could see it happening.
You know,
sure.
Sometimes once they get the win, they get
that
win. It's just that winning mentality. Like, I know I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I deserve to be.
And he does too.
He's got all the skill in the world.
Absolutely. And he's been on the Pro Tour, I think, for like 7 or 8 years now.
Has it been that long?
I think.
I don't know if it's been
that long. I
made
that up. But I guarantee it's close. You know, it's got to be close.
He's been in the scene for that long for sure, because hell, we've known about him since he was what, 14?
Yeah.
15?
Since he's a kiddo.
Yeah, so he's definitely been in the scene for that long.
It's nice to see him come and cinch the win.
Yeah. I'm
first of the season.
I'm happy for him, even though, you know, he's wasn't one of my picks. Or
you'd be a lot happier if you were making money off of
I wonder if anybody picked AB and Eveliina to win this tournament
in their fantasy. Yeah, Eveliina. I couldn't imagine a ton of people picking Eveliina.
I couldn't.
Same AB too, though.
No, I've heard. Actually, Nick and Matt. I'm pretty sure Matt picked AB to win. But, so there definitely is probably some people that picked AB, but I bet you nobody picked both of them.
No.
If they did.
No, that's kind of a wild.
I didn't have either one of them in my head-to-head weekly fantasy. So,
you losing so far?
No, I'm not losing. Me and A-Bot. Shout out to A-Bot, one of the real ones. Mm-hmm. Been with us for a long time. Me and him going head-to-head weekly fantasy with a personal. If I win, he has to die me a disc of my choice with whatever I want. If he wins, I have to dye him a disc.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and AB's got some. He can dye. He's got some sweet ass dyes. So, I'm probably gonna disappoint him with whatever I do on his.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's gonna be like, yeah, okay, I should just dyed it my fucking self.
Yeah, no shit. It just has like runs down it and smears.
Let's run through the.
It's not even that dark.
Let's run through the top 10, and like I said when we were talking about the course, man, some of the notables where they finished was, I don't want to say shocking, but they're all over the fucking place, man. I mean, they are everywhere. But top 10 is Barella, 18 down. Ricky coming in one behind him, 17. The Goose, he played great too. And that's another one. If he gets his putt figured out, watch the fuck out.
Once again, has to be fucking tough competing at that level and not being able to putt, because you know he's catching it from all angles.
Yeah, and I bet if you get him out cash, that motherfucker never misses a putt.
Sure, yeah.
He putts so hard, though. It freaks me out. Yannenberg
also putts very hard.
Yeah, he come in fourth at 14 down. Kyle Klein, 13. Isaac Robinson, 12 down. Matty O also at 12 down. And Gavin Rathburn at 12 down. Jesse Niemann, 11 down. Nicholas Antilla, 11 down. And Joey Buckets, 11 down. He was up there about all weekend. Did you see that shot he had where he hit the pylon?
And it rolled all the way back?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
they need to make those things foam or something. I understand they want to add space and to add revenue. 100% understand that. Make it something that they don't just absolutely... I don't know. I mean, it's like a fucking trampoline.
Right.
Put some foam around them or something, maybe, or I don't know.
Use stupid.
He got punished for the best shot of the weekend. That was the best shot of the fucking weekend. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And he ended up with what, a 40 fucking footer? I mean, That's terrible.
They need to make it out of the same material as Wizard makes their stupid, super retarded soft discs out of.
The Wizard,
I mean?
the SSSRs.
Yeah. Yeah, the Gateway Wizard SSSRs. If they just put that there, I'm telling you, hit and sit.
Yeah.
They could do something differently, right? But also...
Yeah, but man, you shouldn't be punished for...
Fair.
I don't know. I understand that ad revenue, or I understand wanting to have the space. They need the space to put shit on. I completely understand it. Joey Buckets should not have got punished for throwing. That was the best shot of the fucking weekend, I think.
Yeah. What would have happened if it had just hit a pole? Not that.
We'll never
probably.
know.
We'll
No,
never
I mean
fucking
it's
know.
not going to trampoline like that thing did. It shot off of it. I mean, if it wouldn't have been there, he might have went past it. I mean,
Right.
But we'll never know.
We'll never know.
But that was such a pretty shot shape. Like it just anted around and then flattened out and was headed straight towards the basket.
Every shot that I watched actually people park on that hole was so satisfying.
It's such a pretty hole.
Such a pretty hole.
It's so cool, man. That course is rad. I mean, it's just I'm so glad they're playing there now.
Yeah.
They Nick Harrell's done a great job. Dilly Willie's they're slaving out there. Boy, he's doing a good job out there for us fans. Here's some people the notables that I put down that weren't in the top that you just didn't even really hear about all weekend, which was weird. Like
I didn't see Simon Lizotte once.
Yeah, he was tied for 17th at 6 down with Nico, which sometimes you don't see Nico, but and then also big shout out to one of our local boys, Brandon Brown.
Yeah,
he finished tied for 17th with Nico and Simon.
Fuck yeah, BB.
Yeah, old BB. He's
affectionately known as BB around these parts.
Yeah, shout out to him. Good job, Brandon.
Yeah, top 20 finish is nothing to shrug at.
No.
Same thing for Nico too, though. Seriously, because I know Nico has that fucking fire that also he wants to be the best.
Yeah.
Still, but the top 20 finish for him, as a Nico Pro podcast, I'm for it. I think it's a good look. Hell yeah, Nico.
Yep. Coleridge Allen. Tied for 26 at 5 down. C-Dick tied for 28th at 4 down. It's over for C-Dick.
It's over, dude.
Season's over.
If he thought he was going to be a world champion this year, he's wrong.
P. McBeach and James Conrad were tied for 71st at +6. Oh, no, at +1. Oh, I'm sorry. They were tied for 52nd at +1. Adderhold, Ezra, and another local, Aiden Scott, was tied for 71 at +6. And then Brody Smith himself, he finished a big 108th at a +19.
Yeah.
But the good news,
tough.
he opened a pack of Panini Select and got a zebra print offensive lineman rookie that was worth $5.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a silver lining to every cloud.
He probably would trade that for the trophy.
Sure, yeah. At least he's ripping cards,
Yeah.
It's funny to think that he quits being a professional disc golfer to start ripping cards. And he's like, well, at least I hit it big on my fucking card break.
But yeah, that's about it, man. I'm going to repeat myself, but I really liked the toughness of it. I didn't like them. I don't want to say I liked seeing them struggle, but I liked them, it not just being a birdie fest.
Yeah.
I liked them. They had to have multiple shots, all the shots in their bag. You know what I mean? There wasn't just to reach back and throw it as fucking far as you could. Right. There's placement. There was angles.
It's like a game of chess, one may say.
Oh, you know what?
That's probably why they did it.
Yeah, maybe. That was great.
How pissed do you think they would have been if instead of one of those little box thing, it fucking knocked off a pawn piece that they had? Because they had little chess pieces underneath some of them too.
Yeah, a couple of them that had chess pieces. Yeah. I mean, it probably wouldn't trampoline off those.
Sure.
Like they does those pyramids, whatever the fuck they call those things, lighthouses.
Yeah. I thought one thing that I thought was actually pretty cool. Discmania boys. There was 4 of them. Well, 3 of them top 10 finish with Antela, Kyle Klein, and Gavin Burr. I think Gavin Rathbun was like 12th or something. So very close.
Gavin Babcock?
Babcock, rather.
Yeah. I get them Gavins mixed up.
They're all the same to me. White disc golfer, glasses, Gavin. Come on, dude. I don't give. As a matter of fact, while we're at it, fucking Aiden Scott,
Ethan Evans,
Evan Ethans, and
Evan Smith.
Evan Scott. I don't know who any of those people are. If you put them all in a lineup, I'd be like, ugh. I know one of them's from Tennessee. Fuck, I don't know.
I could pick out Aiden Scott and probably Evan Smith.
Yeah.
But besides that, I wouldn't.
And it's not even that they look the same.
No,
it's just their names are too similar.
They're too similar.
Stop.
Quit naming your kids that.
Change your name. There's too many E. Evans, Scott. They're not even that close. Evan Scott and Aiden
really,
Smith.
They're really not. It's Aiden Scott, Evan Smith.
Yeah, whatever, man.
It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I thought that was interesting, though, to kind of see Discmania come in pretty fucking strong over I'm sure they're happy about that, especially those new signings that they got, So, yeah. It was a fun tournament.
Yeah, all in all, I'm stoked. I can't wait for it to be there next year.
Yeah.
The course will be played more. It'll be beat down in certain spots. It'll play better,
Absolutely. After because they're gonna open it up this year for members and stuff to actually come play. It'll be a pay to play. So get it good and beaten in for us.
I know you've been reading about that UDisc growth thing.
Yeah.
I haven't looked into it because I kind of wanted you to blow my fucking mind.
Yeah, let me do that for you. So UDisc put out their 2024 growth report. It's just going over the growth in, I guess, UDisc and disc golf in general. There's a few numbers that was on there that I wanted to read out that you may have not, I guess you haven't read, and it may actually surprise you. But did you know, Gibbs, that there are 10,063 disc golf courses in the U.S.?
I did not, and that seems like a large amount. Like, if you would have asked me, I wouldn't have. I don't think I would have guessed that much.
That's how many there are.
In the United States.
Yeah, and that's more than Dunkin' Donuts.
Whoa.
Yeah. More than Dunkin' Donuts. Although...
There's more disc golf courses than Dunkin' Donuts.
There's more disc golf courses in the U.S. than there are Dunkin' Donuts.
That's wild.
In the U.S.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah,
seems like Dunkins are everywhere.
No, well, disc golf is everywhere, brother. Apparently, you just don't know where to look for it.
Yeah, I guess so.
That is a funny thing.
That's wild. Maybe is Dunkin' regional? I wouldn't think so. No, I bet Dunkin's everywhere.
Maybe, yeah. I know it's at least eastern side thing because up in Boston they're huge on Dunkin'.
Yeah, that's wild. I would have never guessed that.
Now yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting. Although, at 18,912 Dollar General stores, still can't compete with them. Not as many disc golf courses as there are Dollar Generals. Not surprising.
Oh yeah, I would 100% guess that because every time I drive to a disc golf course, I pass $2 or $3.
Yeah. So, actually, stop there to get stuff to go to the course, like snacks and
so get some jerky, whatever. Yeah, I 100% would have guessed that one.
Yeah. That is believable. Like, if they tear a course down, they'll probably build like $3 Generals on it.
I'm going to be completely honest. If you'd asked me how many Dollar Generals there were, I would have guessed way more than 18,000.
Right, yeah.
There's 6 of them within walking distance of our trailer park.
Yeah, it's true. There's no stoplights in my town, but there's $2 Generals.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's no kidding.
It's true. But I thought that was interesting. That also wasn't on UDisc. That was just something that I wanted to kind of throw out. I wanted to see how disc golf held compared to the. You got an Amber Alert just now?
Yes, we're getting Amber Alerts. So
like
if y'all heard that,
you want to read it real quick? I'm kind of nervous.
That way
we got to figure this out.
The information here
for sure.
I don't even.
While you do that, I'm going to keep going over these stats though while you find that. But also. 15,205 disc golf courses worldwide. Pretty good bit. So 10,000 of them are in the U.S. So U.S. still held as the most disc golf courses.
Of course. Well, yeah, of course. It's the biggest country. Right?
Did you ever figure out what that Amber Alert was, man?
No, yeah, that somebody lost their destroyer at Roan County Park.
They sent out an Amber Alert for that.
I couldn't figure out.
Last seen in a blue Mazda Protege. I'm like, what?
Somebody lost their destroyer. Their fucking 12-time, or no, their Avery Jenkins destroyer.
Yeah, no, yeah. Now that I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. I thought it looked weird that the name was Avery Jenkins on the Amber
I couldn't
Alert.
figure out how to pull it up. But they send it to everybody, then they make it hard to fucking look at it.
Yeah, that is some shit. Maybe they should make it a little bit easier to figure out where the child is.
Poor kids.
Like, Jesus
Like, you
Christ.
just want me to sign into Facebook to see this
Yeah.
shit? What the fuck?
You gotta accept a bunch of X through a bunch of pop-up ads. Like,
10% off Amber Alerts. Fuck.
just tell me what's going on.
Just show me the
I'm
kid.
scared. Anyways, yeah, 15,000 disc golf courses, and that's doubled since 2017.
That's crazy because people talk about how the COVID boom's over, but I don't. Maybe the boom is over, but it's still got it. We're still on a good growth rate.
Yeah.
You know, COVID boom's here, and now we're maybe back down to here, but it's still growing for sure.
Sure. And UDisc, I listened to Steve Hill on the Upshot when they interviewed him, and he'd mentioned that, and I think maybe I read it here too, but they had like a 17% growth last year, which I guess is pretty good
I would
for them.
think
So
so,
that's
yeah.
still pretty good. He had mentioned that, like, obviously not anywhere like it was when COVID was going on, but like it's still steady growth. I think he had said something that we had even had thoughts on before, is like, does it seem like disc golf is in peril, or does it just seem like that to us because we'd seen what happened during COVID?
Yeah.
And I think what it is that it's mostly just like it's still on an upward incline, and maybe even more than what it was before.
Yeah.
It's
But it's just not
like
COVID.
Yeah, it's just not COVID.
Yeah.
We got to have another COVID.
Yeah. If we want disc golf to get huge.
If we want disc golf to be on the even half as big as baseball, we need like 3 more COVIDs.
It's never going to be half as big as baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with
I
3.
don't even think regular golf is half as big as baseball.
Okay, if we want it to be even half as big as regular golf, we're gonna have to have 3 more COVIDs.
Maybe.
You know,
Yeah, maybe.
we need lockdowns. People were very upset about that, about the lockdowns and being stuck in their homes for so long.
Not
but
disc golfers.
no, dude, it created it gave people a reason to go outside and play the sport. I think that we need more of that because I'm done. I'll keep going with the stats. 3.4 courses installed per day in 2023.
That's wild.
Yeah, an average of 3.2 courses were built in a day per day.
That means there was 900, over 900, probably no, over 1,000 courses built last year. That's
It's when I first hear it, I'm like, really? That's crazy, but also not really. Almost just within the last year or so, every time I turn around, there's a new course being built a few counties over from me.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
It is strange, just the uptick of courses that you keep seeing pop up. He also mentioned on there that short courses, meaning nine holes and below, are becoming a lot more popular nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially for beginners getting into the sport. Maybe they don't want to play a super tough 18-hole layout. A lot of these 9-hole courses, it's cheaper, less property. They're getting put up a lot more, which
Yeah.
I'm cool with. If they're to play a 9-hole course and then just drive 10 minutes away and play another 9-hole, I'm cool with that. I like a little variety here and
Yeah.
there.
Or, I mean, does that also, is that just, and you might not know this,
But I
is
do.
that 9 baskets? Because a course could have 2 tee pads and 9 baskets, and you can play an 18-hole layout.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wonder if that is even considered. I bet it's not. I bet it's just 9 baskets.
9
probably.
baskets.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Because,
Yeah.
you have alt tees.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Even if they're natural, you can, you know what I mean? It said 9 and below, too. So.
Every course has alt tees when I play there. I'll fucking throw from wherever I want to. Doesn't matter. But, yeah, I thought that was very cool. 89% of disc golf courses are free to play. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but it makes sense. I wish I might be one of the strange ones that wants a pay to play around here.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I feel like if it was a pay to play, it'd be a premium course.
Yeah.
You know what
Most
I mean?
likely, yeah. I'm willing to pay the what is it? What do you think it would be? $20 to
No,
play?
I don't even think it's that much. I bet
Yeah.
they're like $10 or something. I've never even paid. Well, I've donated money to play, like Harmon Hills. Like,
Yeah.
you can PayPal them or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's not like you have to go through a ticket. You know, you don't go to
Right.
through the clubhouse and pay like you would golf. You know what I mean? Like they have a PayPal. You can give them some PayPal.
They do it in the most disc golf way possible.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you can play here, but like, come on, man. You know what I mean? If you could.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah.
That's
but
great.
I've definitely did that. I've done some fun, some few different places. But yeah.
I'm with you. I would definitely love that. Which we talked about on the last episode. There's word. Well, it's true. Avery Jenkins is building a course in Knoxville. We just don't know if it's pay to play yet.
From what we're hearing, it's private. But
well, then quit fucking telling people about it, all right, man? Because I'm reading all this shit about new courses on UDisc, and I'm getting super excited about seeing holes drilled in the ground, tee pads being laid down. And whenever you tell me that it's for you and your rich friends, it's making it sound like disc golf is starting to become like golf.
Well, how about this? Make some rich friends.
Fair. I could just befriend more rich people.
Figure out who it is and start being cool with them.
Yeah, that's true. But then they'll probably just be like, why don't you just play real golf?
We don't know. We don't know what it is. Like, I hope that it is. I mean, I've heard different, and we have talked about it. I heard rumors there was going to be 3 courses on a complex, and it was going to be a pay play. But
yeah.
That's best case scenario right there. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you're watching, go ahead, hit that subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that bell so you know. If you're listening, go ahead and hit subscribe on it too.
Do it.
Review it. Rate it. Do us all a favor.
Send it to people.
Yeah.
Show them. Be like, hey, do you like disc golf? And they're like, well, yeah. And you're like, do you like cum? And they go, sure.
I like the way it tastes.
Show them our podcast.
Don't care for it in my hair, but
yeah, if they're a fan of those two things, they're probably gonna enjoy the show.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. If they don't even like disc golf, they just love cum.
They'd probably like it.
Yeah. If you ain't nothing but a dirty, rotten, no good,
scoundrel,
low down cum hound. Courtesy violation, disc golf podcast.
Yeah, we spent almost 40 minutes being serious. It's time.
It's time.
Let's talk about our dubs. We've had multiple people message and ask, how'd the dubs go? And I said, we'll probably talk about it on the next episode. So we did. We split. The house was divided over the weekend. The house was divided over the weekend. You took a team, you took a partner, and I took a partner. And we went and battled it out at the Tennessee State Dubs in Woodbury, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And
it's nothing like Mayberry.
No. Not really.
Nothing
Not
like
at all. No, I didn't even see Andy or Goober or Gomer or any of them.
Goober.
Opie.
Opie.
I've seen a few Opies for sure. Yeah. But, yeah, we went and battled it out. 2 courses. One was short and I would say pretty tight. Like
short wooded, yeah.
Yeah, there were some of them that were pretty tight, and then the other one was about half and half, maybe more open, a lot longer for sure.
Just tell them what they want to fucking hear. You won, okay, dude?
Yeah, I won. Yeah, or my team won.
Yeah,
my team won.
Yeah, but from what I heard, a lot of the weight was being carried by my boy over here.
No, Damon's just being dumb. It was
quit selling yourself so short. You kicked ass.
No, I played well for me, for sure. Yeah, for sure played well with me. But there was a lot of holes that fit my style. Throw straight and throw 250.
Yeah,
that's the things that I can do. Whenever you talk about throwing long, that's when I go to shit and needed my partner, and that's when he stepped up. Right?
Yeah, so you guys were a great team.
We did. Regard. It was almost like it was probably like 50-50. Like it was awesome. It was really good. Like I don't know if I've ever played in a dubs where it was that evenly distributed between both players.
Like it worked out perfectly every time. Like you would hit a tree and his would be parked. He would miss the putt. You would make it.
Yeah, pretty much. I putted very well, which is odd and not common.
Yeah,
but it's
I don't know what was happening out there.
Well, I told you, I think a lot of it is I always went first. That's just how we did it, and I always knew I had somebody behind me, so I didn't feel as much pressure with my putts, and I drained a bunch of them.
Yeah,
and I think that's a lot of it. It's like, well, I think I got somebody behind me.
Yeah,
a lot of them putts I probably would never make in
Sure.
a singles.
So you had the confidence of your boy.
I did, yeah.
I wonder if you can somehow transfer that over into your tournament play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
You just get one of your card mates, be like, dude, stand back here and act like you're gonna make this if I don't.
Yeah,
Put the pressure on.
My putt is better. The putt confidently is helping.
No shit, you're putting more confidently.
I am putting more confidently. Yeah.
I'll be getting mine soon, thanks to Anthony from Happy with Par. I won a giveaway. Anthony's the man.
Which was funny because he had no clue it was you.
Nope, he didn't.
Because you...
I did it on my personal
You
page.
did it on your personal Insta, and he sent you a message. You were like, yeah, cool, man.
Yeah.
And he didn't know it was you.
Yeah, he was like, are you like Trevor from Courtesy Ball? I was like, yeah, dude. He's like, oh, hell yeah.
That is fun. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Anthony's the man.
Yes.
It is worth noting, you tied 7th place.
No, we tied 5th place.
Tied 5th place.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says 7th because that's the way they put it on there, but we definitely tied 5th place.
It says 7th because that's the way it is, but I'm saying it's 5th. No, I'm just
No.
kidding. I
Look
see
at the
that.
scores.
I see it now, yeah.
No, he's double checking me.
Okay. Just making sure, dude. But you did beat me. You beat me by 8 strokes. Your team beat my team by 8 strokes.
Yep.
Yep. You're like, yep, sounds about right. Yep, by my watch. You beat me by 8 strokes. I don't know what else to say about it, man. I mean, you were the better person. Me and my team, we felt pretty good after the first round.
Yeah.
We were only 2 strokes off of you.
Yeah.
And
one.
Just 2. It was 2. We were 6 down. You were 8 down after the first round, right?
Yeah.
And believe me, I fucking know what your score was after the first round because me and David were trying to chase you. We didn't give a fuck. We knew we weren't gonna win. We wanted to beat you, but we fucking nowhere. It was so funny going into the second round. Like I said, back by 2 strokes. I'm like, hey man, let's just keep doing what we're doing. Your drives are looking good. He made a few putts that I couldn't make. Vice versa, some good push and pull. And then we both just didn't do that great the second round.
I'm not saying that y'all didn't do well the second round, but we played out of our fucking heads the second round too.
Yeah,
that wasn't an easy, course in the wind.
No,
and my card was, and I talked about this to you, but the card was great because it was 6 people card, 3 team cards, and we all 3, it was one team shot 8 down, and we shot 7 down, and the other team shot 7 down. Extremely competitive card, and also positive card.
Yeah.
Like, not super... I mean, we were competitive, for sure. Like,
right.
we knew the scores. We were all trying to win, but there was no, like, hate.
Sure.
It was all a super positive, competitive card, and whenever you're that tight fighting for a card, a lot of times one of the teams or one of the people, they're going to kind of buck up and want to be more serious and stuff like that. And it was just a fun, battling, good competitive card. Like, we shot the 8 down was the hot round for that round, I'm pretty sure.
And you shot 7.
And we shot 7, yeah. And then, it was, and it came down to it. I mean, it was a fun time. It was
You also said it nonchalantly after the round. Me and my partner had shot even, and I walked up to you and I was like, "Would you shoot?" And you're like, 7 down. I'm like, 7 down, like all together? Like you guys shot 1 down, or you're 1 over? Like you shot 1 over that second round and it pushed you to 7 down? You're like, no, 7 down. I was like, Jesus,
yeah,
Christ,
it was,
dude.
It felt
That's
good.
good.
Yeah, we felt.
And you're
good.
like, oh, is it? Oh,
well, I didn't know that it was that good, honestly, at that point,
right?
Because there was a team that shot fucking.
That's true. If you're playing on a card where everybody else is shooting better than that,
we just thought that's what it was. Yeah,
that was crazy, and no one even knows why that's crazy. But 7 down's hot. I'm here to tell you that.
Yeah,
we shot even.
It was windy and long.
It was windy and long.
Yeah,
it was indeed. Your card. It's great that your card was. My card was also awesome. Both cards, rather, for both rounds. Rad dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, smoking, drinking, having a good old time. As a matter of fact,
they didn't give a shit about this guy.
Yeah, the first card especially. We ended up winning our first card. We played with some guys that they were kind of lower level players, but still just there to have a good time. Obviously, smoking, just having a great time. We go into the second round, and my buddy Dave, my fucking partner, yeah. he was telling the other dudes that when we first met him, he's like, yeah, the guys on our first car, they were smoking and drinking. It was wild. And they were like, yeah, we are too. We're going to do that too. We're also, they were.
We're
They,
also
all
going to
of them.
partake.
Yeah. All the other 4 dudes were like, yeah. Of course. This is what you do here.
Yeah, it was, at a distillery brewery, so that does make
Fair,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just funny to think that we were like, can you believe these guys? They're crazy. And they're like, yeah.
It was, I mean, it was fun. It was a fun. I wouldn't say it was the best ran. Like, after the first round, they were like, yeah, you got 15 minutes before we start. And we're like, whoa, give us a look.
Yeah.
It was like a 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
So we were walking to the back course because we started more in the front. We were walking to the back course, and we're just walking. Everybody, not just us, every single person that was starting the second round, we're walking through a course, and there's people that still hadn't finished from the first round. We're walking right through their fairways and shit, and they're putting. I thought they were just practicing putting. And one of the guys like, y'all already starting to play? And we're like, yeah.
Well, why don't you
He's
get on
like,
my goddamn fairway for a second?
He was like, we're just now finishing.
Yeah.
So that was wild.
That could have been handled differently, you would think.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean,
I wouldn't send people to go to a course when there were still people out on the course playing.
That is interesting, right? Because I guess the pros were playing the other course.
Yeah.
Or whatever divisions were playing the other course. And so the TDs knew that they hadn't finished yet.
They hadn't
and they were
turned
just
their
like,
cards
you
in.
guys go ahead and go in there and hopefully it'll be done.
Yeah. It was kind of.
Yeah, they weren't done.
It was different. No, they were not done.
No.
And we were walking through their goddamn course.
Same. I walked through a couple fairways. I had some people giving me some very rude body English. It was a lot. I mean, there was dudes like, what are you doing? Like, trying to wave me out of the way. Like, I'm throwing that way. I'm like, holy shit. And you feel like a real asshole.
Oh, yeah.
When you do that. You feel like a
we
fucking
were set
idiot.
Up for failure.
Yeah. You feel like a dope. Especially if that didn't even occur to you. Because it didn't occur to me for a while.
There's no way to get to those holes that you don't walk through the course.
Yeah.
Like, it's impossible. You can't walk around.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but whenever they make disc golf courses in the woods, oftentimes they'll use trails as the fairway.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there was no way to get, like, we were set up for failure on that. But I got to play on the second round, the competitive round. I got to play with a guy he's part of a club down in Cleveland, Tennessee, and they've just started really. Fletcher's only been open for like maybe 6 months. We played the first flight. It wasn't that, so it wasn't that long. They started. Their club's grown immensely, but they ran tags for the first time, I think a couple weekends ago, and this blew my mind because he said they ran tags, and the first time they had 109 people show up.
Wow,
that's how many people showed up for their first tags. Yeah,
and I believe every minute or every bit of that because every time we've gone down there, it's packed.
Yeah, and it's but 109.
They need to build more disc golf courses around there.
My club that we barely get 20, and we've had courses for years and years and years.
Yeah, 109 is fucking a lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of people. But I started thinking about how can you grow? Like, how could you grow? You know what I mean? Because I'd love to grow our club.
Yeah.
And, like, I've thought of, different types of singles, sanction league. Of course we have dubs already. But maybe, like, I think a lot of people like to play dubs. Maybe some glow rounds. We have Friday glow, but maybe next fall they do,
courtesy violation.
like a Tuesday glow or courtesy violation, yeah. Then I was thinking, you got to really bring in, like, new people, right? So I thought a good way to bring in new people would be have a dubs, but it'd be like, I don't even know how to put this, swingers dubs.
Yeah.
Okay? Mixed, swingers mixed dubs, where you come in, you random draw, just like you would normal dubs, AB, but it's mixed. So
male, female.
Sure. Random draw, and you get to play around with them, plus go home with them. Kind of like,
Swingers dubs.
Swingers dubs, yeah.
I love it.
I think it would bring people in, right?
That would definitely bring people in.
I mean, you grow pretty quick. The club would grow pretty fast if you did that.
Well, polyamory and open relationships and stuff of that nature.
It's getting huge.
It's getting big. It doesn't sound like a bad idea to go ahead and that could be a good selling point for a lot of disc golfers. It could be something to get them introduced into the sport if they know they're going to get somebody's wife's pussy at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, hold on, though.
It's random draw.
Random draw.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That can be dangerous.
Yeah. And you don't have...
What if you get a B player? What if you get B pull pussy?
Well, there's going to be A's and B's, but they're not going to be separate. I mean, it's not going to be, but it's... I just thought of it. So, there's probably going to be some kinks.
This.
I thought... I don't know if I can make people pay, because... Then that, prostitution might
starts getting a little hairy.
It starts getting a little questionable about that.
Yeah, of course.
So, you couldn't really make people pay.
No.
So you couldn't win a pot or anything. Maybe
the deal's pretty sweet just for the fact that you get to,
yeah,
you could probably get your dick sucked at the end of the night.
At least
from some strange.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. I don't think I would adopt that lifestyle necessarily, but I think it's a great idea. I think it's a good way to introduce that niche group into a less niche sport. But swingers dubs is a fucking great idea.
I think it is. And then I started thinking you can let one extra person in that doesn't come with a couple, like one single, and then somebody would always draw the Clint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fuck, I got Clint again.
He has to just jerk off.
Yeah. He gets 2 shots during the round. Then he just jerk off twice.
Dude, being Clint at a fucking...
what if you draw Clint like 3 weeks in a row? Because that shit happens during dubs,
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it, I got Clint again.
Yeah, I don't think this swingers dub sucks. I'm not coming back to this. That would suck to draw Clint multiple weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Thinking that you're going to
get some strange.
Yeah. It would be really tough if for some reason it worked out to where you brought your partner and you didn't get to fuck anybody else.
Yeah, you got Clint. That's what, yeah.
And then so your wife is just getting banged.
And the single show guy gets banging somebody, and you're like, God damn, I got Clint again. I just go home and watch YouTube. They're like, fuck.
Yeah. Do you have to jerk off? Is that part of the thing?
I don't think you have to.
Well, the thing is,
I'm going to regardless.
Well, the thing is you got doubles. You play the round, and then part of the deal
then
is
everybody splits up and goes home.
You come.
Yeah. Well, you don't. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Come dubs.
If you're gonna be Clint, you gotta come dubs. Yeah. If you're gonna be Clint, though, you're gonna have to go through with it.
I don't think there's any rules.
We're making them right now.
Ain't no rules, dude.
I love it, dude. Swingers doubles is great.
It'd grow the club. We need to do something. We can't get more than 20 fucking people show up. They got 109 show up for their first fucking tag.
You think they did that?
I don't know. Maybe that's why it's so popular.
That is great.
I didn't think about asking him.
It's fucking some dude that starts a club and there's only like 15 people here, and he's just like, how do I make this club better? Like, how do I get more people into the sport?
Like, should I do tags?
That's lame.
Everybody does tags.
Yeah.
Should I do, glow? Just regular? No, everybody's
that's lame
got
as
glow.
shit. It's been done before.
You know what everybody really likes? Coming.
Yeah. More specifically, with other people's significant others.
With somebody that's not theirs.
Yeah. That's a great idea. That's a good idea to grow the sport. I like it. And also maybe shine some light on that community and let everyone know that it's not as weird or as much of as taboo as what you may think.
And you could do tags. Like, you could, let each, somebody who is the best at the swinging thing, they could have the number one tag.
Yeah. Well, what if you're number one as far as scores go, but your dick rating is like an 830?
Yeah. Nobody's gonna want to be your partner.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you shoot a 990 round if you're a 30-second chump.
Fair. So, but it's random draw too, though. That's tough. Random.
People are gonna be. It's just like dubs. Like, nobody says anything, but whenever you get either the worst A or the worst B player, you're like, fuck. You don't say, you're like, hell yeah, let's win this shit. You know what I mean? But inside, you're like, oh man, how'd I get? I'm gonna have to carry the whole fucking team. You know, it'd be the same way with the cum doves.
I may have a hard time even being able. I may not even be in the mood for sex after I shoot a shit round, though. You know what I'm saying? What happens if like you don't play very well and you don't want to?
That's not an option, though.
No, it's part of the thing.
But if you shoot bad enough, she's not gonna want to fuck you anyway. So it's
that's fair. So that's added pressure that I didn't even think about.
Yeah, you get you ready for sanctioned events.
That's a good way to gear up for a tournament. God damn. Swingers dubs?
Yep.
Upside down pineapple and all.
Yep. For sure. That's what the tags will be. Upside down pineapples.
I love it, dude. That's great.
Let's go. Let's let the people go.
Let's boogie.
Swingers dubs, guys. Help me push this.
Yeah, you got to get it out there. You know what? Look, George had a great idea with the dog tag thing. This
pineapple tags.
Pineapple tags. Way cooler than Dark Ace's idea. Way cooler, dude.
Hey, before we go, Heiser Creep. Go check them out.
Yeah, it's true. Go to Heiser Creep and buy their shit. Support those guys. They're awesome. I wanted to tell you, they run a bunch of promotional all the time. So if we do give you our discount code, which is CVPod, that you can use at checkout to get 15% off.
All the time. Don't
use the code whenever they're running other deals, because they are running one right now if you join their private Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
So go to their private Facebook group to see what kind of deals they got going on. If you join their group, you'll let you in on pre-orders, sneak peeks, just more discounts, stuff that you may not be able to see on their social media. So join their private Facebook group and
if you don't feel like doing that, then use CV Pod and just grab that 15%.
Yeah, grab your 15%. That's good too.
Hey, even if you don't use CV Pod and you join the Facebook group and you buy something using something that's better than ours, tell them we fucking sent you.
Yeah, do that.
Let them know.
Let them know that.
Let James and Josh know.
They probably don't think we give two shits about them because none of you motherfuckers are buying anything from them and saying that we sent you. And that's just not the. That's just not the.
It's not the truth.
We love them so much, and we want you guys to buy all of their stock so badly that we tell you every episode.
Yep.
So yeah, go support Heiser Creep. Those guys are awesome, and they love us, so we love them. And their apparel's awesome. But like and subscribe.
Yeah, Dom. Share, subscribe, all that shit. Yeah. Follow us on socials, CV Pod or C Violation Pod. I don't know. You'll find us.
Yeah, you'll
just
know
look for us
and spread the word on the doubles or the
cum doves.
The cum. Is that what we're calling it now?
No,
it's not swingers.
Swingers doves is better.
Yeah,
cum's kind of.
That's a little too raunchy.
Gross. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't want to promise anybody anything.
Yeah, not here.
Stupid. See ya.